All right. So, look at that ominous sky overhead. That surely will not come back to get us later. Actually, as I was leaving, so first of all, my wife texted me and said, "Hey, you can take the bus home tonight?" And I said, "No, it's not raining yet." I mean, as you can see, it wasn't really. But you also probably just saw that that USPS van was using its windshield wipers. So what you can now maybe see a little bit. There's a little droplet on the lens. So it's like misting. And I'm like, meh. Uh, if it mists all the way home, I mean, come on. It's not supposed to rain until 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. If this is the worst thing, like, y'all know, I've ridden home in the rain before. So, comparatively speaking, this is nothing. Um, anyway, that truck lunging at me is maybe a sign of what's to come. I don't even know. So, heavy duty traffic here this afternoon. No idea why. Also, big fan of how they're like, okay, yeah, here's our little makeshift sidewalk, but also, how is one supposed to access it? Fucking ding dongs. I could have just ducked underneath the caution tape or whatever, I guess. But like, what are we doing? Is the whole idea here that we need to like is that our car drivers that stupid? Well, as you can see, I was able to snake my way through here. On a normal day, I might not have cared, but I could tell at this point I'm about to get wet. I don't know how wet, but I'm about to get wet. As you can see, umbrellas are now open. But, here we are. We've got Green Street here. I don't normally like to, yeah, now you can see some raindrops. I don't normally like to be on this side because I'd have to get across traffic. But what you will notice is that this pickup truck just stops because there's traffic. And, these car drivers just cannot fathom waiting their turn. Not in their vocabulary. So I guess that works out for me because the light turns and I get to go around him. And all the other cars, they have to wait because there's a big fucking truck in the way. And I'm in a hurry. I'm about to get very wet. And listen, medium wet, I'm okay. Whatever, you know? I don't know what is going on up here. The van driver thinking that he's gonna just like be in the bus lane. This guy also just halfway straddling both lanes. Like, what are we doing, y'all? So, if I'd have been a little bit cleverer, if I'd have thought ahead and just hopped into the bus lane before, there's a chance that I could have gotten up to be right behind that bus and made the light, more or less. But here we are. And now I'm feeling like I gotta bust a move because it is going to rain. It's already raining, but it's going to rain. But hey, we get to see the light rail. I think maybe the first time in one of these videos that we get to actually see the light rail, which is crazy because I cross Howard Street twice a day, every day. Big truck. It's actually an old truck, not that big. It's fine. Now, what perplexes me is now you have 2 lanes worth of cars who have decided that they are all turning right at the same time. That's not a turn lane over there, folks. But I guess do whatever you want because you're driving a fucking car. Listen, I'm gonna get more and more frustrated as this video goes on. Also, we're reaching. So look how quickly those puddles formed. Crazy. It is raining by this point, by the way. You can't really tell, I guess, but it is raining. Okay, here is the trigger warning. I completely did not see any of that as it happened in real time. I don't even know what the fuck happened. I just looked up and there was a truck pointing the wrong direction. Somehow didn't hit anything. Clearly he lost control on that hill, I guess. I don't know, man. Shit's crazy. Car drivers are out of control. And he just kept on going, like nothing happened. I mean, I guess what else are you gonna do? But also, you literally just like crossed 3 lanes of traffic. So these new circulator buses are really nice looking. I haven't actually ridden one yet, um, but I do need to. I do just think they look really. They look new. Is I guess the thing. So I don't know. I don't think they took the old ones out of service, but I feel like I mostly see these new ones now, which is kind of interesting. Now you can really tell. It is raining. So naturally, I'm missing like every opportunity to cross these streets, and I am just absolutely soaked. But we get a nice view of a tall ship, and I didn't even honestly pay attention to that at all yesterday when this happened. Um, so that's cool. We love seeing ships in the inner harbor. It's fun. I really hope that the rest of the video there's not a giant drop in the middle of the lens, but I guess this is what happens when it is, I'm telling you, it is pouring. Like, do you see how much water there is now on the street? Y'all are gonna see in a minute. There is so much water. that ends up falling out of the sky in a very short amount of time. And they did say there would be flash flooding. Well, boy, they were not kidding. Yeah, man, it's a real shame, like the view that y'all have from this camera. You can't see just how deep some of this water is. Like, it is crazy. So, once again, the construction workers are blocking the lane. Driving rain. I don't know what this deal is with the Titanic thing. Rock shop. I also didn't know that there was a Jamba Juice back here, or an Annie Ann's and Cinnabon. Like all of that apparently in one store. Um, yeah, had no idea that any of that was back there. Not that I ever have a hankering for any of those things. I hate riding on this bridge. It is, I mean, it's wood planks, and it is not even. It's very rough. Alright, we're gonna get around this family. We got this guy who gave up on his bike ride. I don't have that option. We are on the road. I can at least appreciate that this water is running off of the lens. So at least y'all can still see what's going on. And I also got really lucky here. It's not very frequent that I get the chance to actually just run straight through this intersection. Also, the Little Italy sign is lit up. That's cool. So yeah, you get this guy with his hazards on, just suddenly decides to start driving as soon as I roll up. No, sorry. Sitting on the corner, not a parking spot. I don't know what the hell you're doing. And you just start moving randomly? No, don't do that. And this lady is like trying to be nice, but also like you've crept all the way into the intersection. I'm not gonna go if you're still moving your car. Like if your intent is to let me go, then stop. Alright, so let me tell you folks, by this point, and for the next 10 minutes that it's going to take for me to get home, um, I have never been wetter. I'm telling you, I'm not this wet in the shower. I am wet. I actually had somebody stop for me in the bike lane. It's amazing. The other day, somebody honked at me while I was crossing in the bike lane. So, you get both ends of the spectrum. You see all that mud? Perkins Convenience. I've never noticed the name of that place before. So yeah, on the left-hand side here is where the Perkins Homes housing project used to be, and they tore that down a few years ago and have been building up this new community of apartments that is mixed income housing. So they do include a lot of low income housing, as far as I understand. Grateful that today the traffic light is actually functioning again. Although, what I did learn, and I don't think any y'all didn't probably see any of the videos. I wanted to skip straight to this. This whole thing has just been crazy. This commute home. 23 minutes long, by the way. Now it might seem like, okay, it took you 3 minutes longer, but no, I don't think y'all understand. My normal commute's 20 minutes, and that's how long it takes. Because when you're on a bike, it's the same amount every time. You don't really experience traffic in the same way that you do when you're in a car. Although some of this will probably get trimmed off because I just remembered that I left my camera running longer than I wanted to. I'm sure y'all have noticed that I don't actually let my camera run all the way until I get home. And I don't let it run when I get into the garage of my office. So some of this I'm going to trim off at the end. So maybe even more. It will still be closer to 20, 21 minutes. We'll see. Look at this river running down, I guess this is Washington Street. Nuts. But this isn't even the worst. So yeah, we've got a lot of water. A lot of water. A lot of standing water. But this still isn't the worst. The worst is yet to come. When we get to Patterson Park, it will be at least 3 or 4 inches deep. This guy tries to kill me. Excellent. Just total lack of self-awareness. How is it that you don't look in your rearview mirror while you're backing up? I mean, if you did, then you saw somebody coming. If you didn't, what the fuck are you doing? Right, so we're going up this hill. Everything is fine. Obviously, water is running away from us, so we're doing okay here. Now, it is starting to ease up a little bit. A little bit. Just in time for me to be basically home. Hopefully some of these raindrops will slick off or dry off or whatever. But, I mean, honestly, it was raining so hard that I was getting water in my eyes the entire time. I had to keep, like, squeezing my eyes closed to basically shove out all of the water so I could see. There was so much rain coming down. I've never experienced anything like that before. And I wear glasses, so it's not like I am just having, water hit me straight in the face. Like, this is after my glasses, Alright, look at this. So this puddle is also really deep, and I didn't even realize it until I hit it. I was like, oh my god. I mean, you saw the splash there. There's some seriously deep water here. But still not the worst. We get up to the top here, which I think this is uphill a little bit from where I was. But Linwood is flooded. Look at this. It is running water. It is heavy. And yeah, I'm going as very slow so that I can get across there without being swept away. Heavy rain, water just running down the path like a river. Alright, now, and then here as well, it is just running down Eastern Avenue. Look at this. It's like rapids. And I'm just standing in it at a certain point. I'm just like, well, here I am. I got lucky, there was a clearing both directions, and I can make my way, finally, in my home stretch home. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and wrap up for today. I hope that you all enjoyed this slightly more cursing laden episode. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. Or you want other people to see more content like this. Or comment. Tell me what an idiot I am. I guess. I don't know. Also, tell Amazon to stop parking their fucking vans in the bike lane. This is like the most important time to not be doing this. Whatever, I guess. Fuck bike riders. Anyway, thank you so much for making it this far. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.